Hello and welcome to a new NBA 2K17 video. So I was supposed to make an MT tutorial video like last Monday or maybe the Monday before, but then I completely forgot. So we're just gonna go over like the best ways to make MT right now. So as you can see, these Adidas packs came out, and what you can do, so you can go for the Diamond Harden. You can snipe him. You know what I mean? We'll see how much he's going for. Just see like the cheapest Harden and then go for a little bit less. Hold on. Alright, here we go. So like 40k it looks like. How much are they ending at? 40. Does this one have a bid? Yeah, this one has a bid for 33. So the cheapest ones are like 36. So if you can snipe something like in the 20s, that'll be good. You can go for these. A lot of people are just gonna pull Diamond Harden and then they're just gonna throw it up there because there's a sale on VC, so they're just pulling packs trying to get, you know, MT, or they're trying to get something else. There's the Damian Lillards that are out now. Alright, so I got the Damian Lillards out now. Right, 28k. So you can try and snipe them for like 24, 23, something like that. So from there, we're gonna go into some new methods. Another thing you can do is you can buy the cheapest ones, the ones that are like 28. You can just, if you have a lot of MTs, just buy a lot of them, or like a good amount of them, right? And then just hold them in auction outcomes. I mean, these aren't those, but like, just hold them in auction outcomes, and then when the packs expire and the sale expires, you just put them up. You'll instantly make like 2 to 5k even profit on each one. Another thing you can do is like, let's say Amethyst Diamond. I was gonna put Amethyst on this. You can do the same with Harden. The Diamond Harden, and then you put max buyout 500, right? And a lot of people, since it's gonna be flooded, shit's lagging today. I don't know why. So there's the ones. If you put max buyout 500, you get the ones without any buyout. So then you can bid. Like, look, this one is at 32, 33. They've already got bids for 33. They'll probably wouldn't bid on those. This one's at 29. You can bid 31. Maybe stop at 37. Make a decent profit. You know what I mean? And just keep doing that. Another thing you can do. I'm just going through a list of like things I have in my head that I've been doing to make MT. Another thing you can do is Amethyst, max buyout 500. Just Amethyst. So then you can go for anything you see with like a low bid. I picked up like an Isaiah Thomas. I won an Isaiah Thomas for 8k bid, and I sold him for 13, which is pretty decent. You know what I mean? A lot of times people don't want to bid, you know, on cards that are like this James Harden, what was it? There was one for like 5k I just saw. Oh, it was Shane Battier, but still 5k for sure. Hold on. Right there, 5k. I'm gonna have to stretch my thing back out. I'll move it here. Alright. 5k for Shane Battier. I mean, it'll probably go up a little bit more, but it won't go up too much more than that. You know? This one's already at 16, but this one hasn't got a bid. You know what I mean? Like, this Isaiah, I picked up an Isaiah for 8k and sold him for 13. I picked up some Mike Conleys for like 9. Allen Iverson's still going for 140. Anyway, so like, that's how I got the T-Mac bag. I did pull some packs, I'm not gonna lie. I pulled some packs when I got Diamond Todd McCullough, and Jimmer. And I sold those, but I did do that for some of the MT. Another thing you can do is, okay, so let's say the Diamond DeMarcus Cousins came out, right? Today. You do this for any new card that comes out in the last like week. You get the Diamond Cousins, right? So these just came out. It's going for like 280, but probably go down. But what you do is you go for the tier right below it, right? So then you try to either snipe or you just try to buy, you know, like a cheap version. Like when people are gonna throw them up, like I want this card to sell because I want to get the diamond one, or I already have the diamond one and I want this card to sell. So this one's 28K, nobody's got a bid on it for 28. You know, pretty good deal. 26, buy it now. Nobody's even bought it at 26. You could, if you came in at the refresh, you could find some good deals like that. You know, with like the Ruby Lillard as well, because the Amethyst just came out. Another thing you can do is, okay, so the packs that just expired before this, before Campus Legends, was Deep Shooters 2. So you go to Ruby, Deep Shooters 2. You see how much they're going for. They're probably going for like 5, 6, 4K, something like that. So look like, see, 3-ish. Some of them are going for 2. But then on the bids, you could do that max buyout thing. This one's going for 2, 3, and you can get it. You can sell it. Look, it's buy it now. Selling is for 3, 5, 3, 5. You know what I mean? Because really nobody's gonna outbid you for a ruby from these, you know, these Tuesday sets. And you could also try sniping them. You know, I mean? People who have these cards laying around and they wanted to finish the collection, but then, like, you know, they didn't end up doing it. The first thing they'll sell is these rubies. They're like, yo, fuck these rubies, throw them up on auction. And in their head, look, like right there, they'll be like, oh, I'll just throw it up for the old price, right? For what they were going for at that time. You know what I mean? Like what they were going for when they were out. So they're gonna be like, oh, let me just throw this shit up. Right here, get another one, 1750. So Rex Chapman, 1750. If I bought that, 1800. Quentin Richardson. You saw me, he was going for. Oh, that was Chapman again. You saw me, he was going for 3.5. So look over here, he's going for 2.8. Rex Chapman. So let's look for another Rex Chapman. 4.7. I don't think that one will sell, but 3K. You could flip those. Matter of fact, let's do it. Let's flip these Rex Chapmans. Not that one. Where's the other? Right here. Was it that one? Where's the other one? Right here. Let's put them up. Put them up for 2.4. I mean, and if they don't sell, all you have to do is just wait a little bit and relist them, because the rarer they get, the more, you know, the more you can, like his price isn't gonna go down from now; it'll go up. And the more new players buying the game, and they're gonna be like, oh, let me get a cheap ruby. You know what I mean? And another thing you can do is these diamond historics. These like Paul Pierce, Tim Duncan. They're in packs right now. So I would do the max buyout, the bid thing. Like this one's 47. I think that's a good deal if you're getting them. Yeah, because look, his buy it now should be in the 50s because Paul Pierce expired, but this guy's gonna win the bid at 47. So it wouldn't be smart to outbid him. You know what I mean? Tim Duncan buying a bid for 38. I don't know what his price is, 37. You know what I mean? You could do the max bid, or you could try sniping him, and then you could just flip them for just a little bit of profit, you know, and it all adds up. Another thing you can do is you go to the Amethyst for the current ones, right? Amethyst Campus Legends, right? A lot of people are going to pull these Amethysts. They're just going to chunk them up there, right? You know, they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's see the latest ones. 16.4 for Julian Okafor. That doesn't look like a snipe. I think all the snipes have been taken, but like, you just look for like not the highest tier. Like the highest tier Campus Legends, like it's pretty hard, you know, to find a good snipe at this price. You know what I mean? For like a rare good, like if somebody sees a diamond, 89% of the time, you're gonna be like, oh, it's a diamond. I gotta make sure I check the price. But sometimes Amethyst, you're like, 15K, 20K. You know, like you really don't give a shit. Another thing you can do is go to Amethyst Moments. This is what another one I've been doing is the Amethyst Moments Warriors. This is a good filter. So we're gonna go in between filters and like other things, and you know, Amethyst Moments filter. And you can go for these KDs and these Curries. Right here, 27.5 for a Curry. I don't think that's a snipe though. Yeah, because Curry's price has gone to shit. You know, come in at the refresh, pick up some of these. And another one, Amethyst Bonus Cavaliers. These are 2 championship teams. They're gonna be popular.
Stay the same, ooh, don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your head
Kyrie 26, not bad.
Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams.
A lot of people are gonna want these cards. So another thing, I think that's pretty much it though. Another thing you could do, if you probably already know this, is just on refresh time, just go into the badges. See if you find a badge cheaper than normal. Like let's say these are going for 2K, 1800. If you go in there, you see one like 17K is like you won't make much profit. You'll make like a 50 coin profit, so it's not really worth it. But you come in the refresh, just check like the important badges: corner specialist, mid range, deep range, limitless range, difficult shots, catch and shoot, relentless finisher, defensive stopper. I think that's all. Rim protector maybe. You just check which ones. Like just basically the ones that are going for a good amount. You know what I mean? Like that people will use. Another thing you can do. It's the last thing. You go to Sapphire. This is like a well-known filter. You go to 500 to 1,000. There's probably nothing right now, but we'll see. Yeah, so you try to find something Sapphire 500 to 1,000, maybe 500 to 1,500, and then you try to find like like some of these cards that are going for like between 1,700. You know what I mean? If you get Kyle Lowry for under 1,000, it's a pretty good deal. And what you can also do, nobody is buying Sapphires right now. Like all you have to do is just go max buyout, Sapphire moments. I mean, nobody's buying Sapphires in an auction. They're not sitting there like, yo, I gotta bid for this. You know, I gotta get in a bidding war for the Sapphire John Wall. You know what I mean? So you just go through, you bid, make 500 MT, 1,000 MT profit here and there. Like look, this Paul George 650. That's a pretty good deal. You might even win it at 650. Just like throw some bids. Because like really not a lot of people are buying these cards right now. So anyways, I think that's pretty much all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, leave a like and we'll come back with another one maybe later in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when like another bunch of good methods come up. Thank you for watching.
All of my kindness is taken for weakness, and now I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wilding, and we got 3 more days.